realise. Thanks, Toppy. So, looking at that leaderboard, Andy H is quite well far in the lead. For Car Gamer to win the Drivers' Championship for this Sunday's league, Andy H would need to finish 9th in the next 4 out of 5 races, and then 10th with the final race. Car Gamer would need to win every single race and also take the fastest lap, and then that would actually get him the Drivers' Championship. So, at this stage, it's looking like it's going to be an Andy H championship for his second time running, which would be cool. Good for him, which would be good to see. I know he's pumped for it. He's ready for it. He wants it. So, Car Gamer now starts his outlap, rounds turn 1, opens up that DRS, heads straight down this little bit of a straight here into turn 1. You want to cut a lot of the turn 1 corner there, which brings you out wide, and then take into turn 3. This is a very reputable turn for spinning. A lot of people spin here, myself included. Take all of turn 4, and then opens up that DRS, heads straight down. Looks like he's got a car in front of him. We might be looking at a bit of traffic for Car Gamer here. But guys, while he is on his outlap here, I would just like you all to welcome to the comms box with me, Scotty Mack. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Scotty. I really appreciate it.
Mate, I've just got my warm-up with Kahoot for OCE Div 2, so I am primed and ready to be...
How's that voice of yours, mate?
Be your Robin
for
this evening, mate. So yeah, thank you for having me on.
I love it. We're always looking to fill seats here, so mate, it's a pleasure. And I've got the, I don't know if you've all spotted this, but hello. You can all see me on the cams there. I've got the face cam up for tonight's stream because it was a little bit requested from what I heard, so I thought I'd chuck it up so you can all see me. So thumbs up to you all. Padu Hollow as the reserve for Mercedes tonight goes into P1.
On the hard tyres?
Provisional P1. Is that... On the hard tyres it looks.
Surely a mistake. That time will get chewed up. Jack Sully with a 137.8.
He has, yeah, definitely. So Jack Sully, currently on back-to-back wins for Wallaby at the moment for Sunday's league. He won here he won in Brazil, and he's won the race before, which was Mexico. So he's looking to make it for a triple, which would really start to put him into the fight for, or to get up there, really. I mean, only the top 5 on Sundays are realistically still in it. I don't know if you heard me before talking about the where people finish.
No,
Hang on a second. What's Toppy saying? Other way around, 10th 4 times, 9th once. Sorry, okay, that's my fault. If Andy finishes 10th 4 times out of the next 5 races and 9th once, Car Gamer would need to win every single race for the next 5 races and take P1, and that would give him the Drivers' Championship. So
he has an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, mate, it's not just uphill. You're climbing up the Statue of Liberty with no ropes.
Yeah, and Andy is one of those guys who can perform at most tracks. He's definitely Mr. Consistent. So I don't see him being out of the top 10 in the last 5 races. You know what I mean? Like,
no, not at all. I mean, looking at him now, he has not been out of the podium for a single race this season. He has been in the top 3 for every single race, which is a massive, massive achievement in itself. So even if he goes 1 out, I think he'd be kicking himself because I think he'd want that record.
But I think from what he said in chats just on 5 lappers and stuff, the last set of tracks that we have aren't his most preferred. So I think he's done a lot of his early work, put in all the hard yards early. And I think he can afford to let the foot off the accelerator a little bit. He's not necessarily hungry for these wins. He just needs finishes.
Yeah.
So look, he's put himself in a good position.
He definitely has. He definitely has. Knowing him, I think this track might be a little bit of a struggle track for him, possibly. But I mean, then again, he's great at Monaco, so he might be great with this type tight corners, everything here, close to the wall proximity. All right. Chat, who are we picking for your top 3 tonight?
Relics has
Yes,
put
Goffy, it
in
is Duck Vision.
an absolute stonker as well. He's
The
9
Rapid
tenths.
Relics, wow.
9
136, 773, 9 tenths ahead of Jack Sully in P1. That's going to make it hard for Jack Sully to go with that triple victory for his Sunday night races. Now we've also got a very strong driver here that I'm on board with at the moment on his outlap. That's ERC Curtis. So ERC Curtis as a reserve driver for Williams. I want to say Williams. It is Williams.
Yes.
Far out. For Williams tonight. So he's going to be another strong contender. I mean, he went P2 out of quali on Tuesday night's race. Top just pipped him right across the line at the end of the session.
He's also just had fresh warm-up with OCE Div 2 at Hungary. He went
There you go.
He went second, so he's been in the seat for a few hours now. He's got his eye in. He knows his brake markers.
So there we go. His hands might be a bit sweaty.
Yeah, he had his work cut out with him fighting J Rad. So he'll be up for the fight, I reckon, with Jack Sully, with Andy H, Relics, Car Gamer. These boys will all give him a good run for his money. He's super fast.
We also look at SFR. Piastri. I mean, he came out on Tuesday night as a reserve and pipped everyone. Came out and won it. So he's another driver to watch.
We don't talk about Tuesday night, alright? I'm still a little bit salty.
Oh, look, mate, so am I. So am I. I mean, you more than me, but still.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. That's racing. You know what I mean? And I said to the top, like, it wasn't deliberate. I was trying to find that gap. I just couldn't get past him. He had the pace down the straights, and I was just sitting behind him the whole time. It was so frustrating. And just that one move, he went off track, and I stayed on line, and he come back across, and it cost us both the podium, and me 5 seconds as well. So
I saw that. Yeah,
I'm the ultimate loser there, but that's I'm still P2 in the championship. He's going to take a lot of beating. But mate, those guys behind us, they're chomping at the bit. 3, 4, 5, 6. The competition is wide open. So, but
I mean Tuesdays is actually getting closer and closer now too. I mean, Tommy didn't have the result that he wanted. There you go. ERC goes P2 behind Rapid Relics with the 137.538. Jack Sully's still in P3. Arkozel P4 and Cargamer P5 is currently on his outlap. Sitting on board with Abstracts at the moment, who is on his hot lap. It looks like he's got a driver in front of him holding him up. We'll see how this goes. Oh, is it going to be? Do you reckon it was... Ooh. Opens up the DRS and gets around, sets his time. Looks like he's starting his lap now, actually. My bad.
Andy 6/10 up in the first sector on his time.
So it'll be strong. So let's move down to Andy and watch.
He set a purple first sector. He's coming out with something to prove.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it looks like Cody's have fixed the onboard sound issue. Because that sound, the gear changes and the revs are sounding pretty sweet in this Ferrari at the moment. No, I don't flex, mate. I don't have muscles. I've got fat. So, Andy, looking pretty neat through here at the moment, heading into Sector 3. Ooh,
it's those apexes, nice.
It's beautifully.
Just nice needs to get the drive out of here.
It's one of the fastest corners on this circuit, this one here, and heads around it beautifully. Puts him up into P3 just pipping Jack Sully.
So Jack Sully's invalidated his lap.
He has. Rapid Relics goes even faster with a
Wow.
136.309. Already a second over ERC Curtis.
Yeah, 1.2
over
seconds.
a second.
That is going to take some beating.
Yeah, this guy has got some. He's got some pace around here.
So just hope that
There you go. That's for you, Nick.
he can transform that into race pace as well.
And we've got a car around in the back there, driving backwards. It looks like it was Panache, or it could be Abstract. So let's have a look, see where Abstract is currently sitting. Yeah, he's just put himself back around. Now back on track. Nicely done, staying out of people's ways. So Jack Sully now on a lap by the looks of it, or is he backed out?
No, he's
definitely
200ths up, so he's done about the same as his first sector on his previous
gets
lap.
A bit squirrely out of that one though.
Let's see what is sector 2 times.
So Unique Throne, thank you so much, mate, for subscribing for 4 months currently on a 4-month streak.
He said
that is awesome to see, mate.
He needs a smile from you though.
I've already given him a smile and a thumbs up.
2.5 seconds up. So at this rate, he will have P3.
Oh, Unique gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with
Patu Hollow.
Patu Hollow. And looks like Patu Hollow has come off second best with that. Now sitting in P16 and is currently DNF'd.
Yeah, DNF. And so Unique will start last. Currently it will start last, as the standings are.
Yeah, sitting in P15, yep.
Yep, so
he's on his outlap at the moment.
Jack Sully took back P3 from Andy with a 137.5.
So he beats him nicely. Cargamer currently on his lap on P5. Wanting to do better, but he is invalidated. So we might move on to another car that is on track. SFR Piastri in the Mercedes here on his lap currently. Let's see where he can put it.
Well, he's got the advantage over the other drivers in the field that he raced this on Tuesday last week.
He does, absolutely. When I put him in, I didn't even think about it. And then I thought about it literally probably 5 minutes before we started the race. And I thought, it's too late now. But I think he's got an uphill battle, with the drivers ahead of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is him starting his lap. The drivers all move out the way nicely.
Nicely done too to those 3 drivers there. Opens up that DRS. Heads down this very long straight with the slight narrow kink in it. Nice corner. Beautiful apexes here. Again with the beautiful apex. So 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in quali. At the moment, we're seeing Rapid Relics on top, ERC Curtis in P2, but Rapid Relics just untouchable around here. 1.2 seconds up on the driver behind, which is ERC Curtis running for Williams. Then you've got Jack Sully in P3, Andy H in P4, Cargamer P5, Arcozal in the Alfa Romeo in P6, JBO, who is also a reserve for tonight, racing for the Alpine in P7, Panache P8, Piastri P9, who we are currently on board with, looking to better his position. The Cub in P10 for Ferrari, 6 runs, P11. Henchman P12 also looking to better his time around here, but Henchman's got other things to worry about at the moment. He's got looks to be like a sick child. Oh, and Piastri has bailed out of that lap.
He must have been down on his time.
Yeah.
Retired.
Yeah.
So
he may as well get in. Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
A lot of drivers on their outlap. Relics is looking to better his time. I don't know if he doesn't feel safe or he feels like that there's more for him to grab. But yeah,
Surely you'd feel safe with that time.
So Curtis is invalidated. Oh, they're all outlaps. Sully, Andy, Carr. Kozel's coming through the last few corners.
Kozel on the lap.
Yeah, well, no,
Yep.
he's set 4 minutes, so he's had a spin and whatever else.
Yep.
So this will be
So
him
he'll
on.
go now.
Yep. Kozel's just started. Relics has just started as well. Oh no, Relics is coming to the end, sorry. It flicks off when they
Yep.
go to Sector 3. So
Yeah.
last corner for Relics, and I think he's the first.
Takes it beautifully.
He's taken all the track width that he can. Holds 7th gear, doesn't upshift, cuts that.
Doesn't better his time too. This is his now fast lap, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah,
It was a bit wide there by the looks of it.
So the top 5 are all behind each other. So Curtis is just about to start his lap. And
Jack Sully.
Andy's in finish sector 1.
So right on board with Andy as he's going to be one of the first ones to come around. But Jack Sully has finished his lap, has finished his quali session, finishing with a 137.574, currently in P3. But you've got the likes of Andy H, you've got the likes of Car Gamer, you've got the likes of Kozel right behind him. And let's see how this goes for those guys. Panache also finishes P7, could be bettered. Henchman betters his position and goes up to P11, not by much, but still, it's a place.
So Relics is up a 10th on his time.
God.
Curtis is also up a 10th. He's coming into the second sector now. To the hairpin, left-hander. So I'll get a true representation once he's finished second sector. But he looks to be flying. Kozel puts it on P2.
Oh.
So ERC Curtis is 0.23 seconds up.
They look like Rapid Relics out in the wall.
Yep, he's saved it, but he's putting it in the wall.
He didn't save it. He had some wing damage there. So
yeah, well, it's not a.
He
didn't DNF, but
no.
So,
but I think he might be get lucky here. Here we go.
Andy's just taking P3, so this is on Curtis now. The last 2 corners. How does he take this? A bit skinny, didn't take all the track width, but he's taking P3.
That's your. We've still got one more to finish. That's JBO. He's bailed out though. He's running a bit slow. So there it is, guys. Your top 20 grid placement. Once the board comes back up, I will start talking about it. But in P1 is Rapid Relics. P2 are Kozel, who came out of nowhere to put in a 137.105. ERC Curtis goes into P3 with a 137.154. Andy H goes into P4. Jack Sully P5. Car Gamer P6 really needs to get himself up there on the start. Panache P7. JBO P8. Rapid Pajala P9. P10 was SFR Piastri, who unfortunately had to bail out of his lap. The Cub P11. Henchman P12. 6 runs P13. Juicy Jump Shot P14. And then the bottom 5 is Unique Throne, who will have a 5 grid place penalty, so that'll put him right down the bottom. Padu Hollow moves up 1. War Machine moves up 1. Drury Birch, currently sitting in P18, moves up 1. And then it looked like I
Abstracts
missed the last
and Kirko.
Abstracts, thank you. Abstracts and Kirko move up 1 as well. Abstracts says in chat, I suck at qualifying so bad. Look, don't worry, mate. Just it's never about the quali. I mean, yeah, it helps you get up a few positions, but all you've got to do is just put your head down and race your own race. Stay out of battles that you shouldn't be in. Watch what happens in front of you. That's all I can say.
Any predictions?
Same with Padu.
What are you thinking for the race, mate?
My predictions. I'm going to put Curtis on top. I'm feeling Jack Sully, so I'm going to put Jack Sully in P2. And you know what? I'm going to go Relics in P3. I think this could be the first race that Andy H does not get a podium.
Wow, that's a big call. I don't want to be the one that mosses the guy, so he's definitely on my podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Yeah, definitely
You reckon so?
Curtis.
Andy H is going to be on your podium?
And Andy, Curtis, and Relics, I think, will be my top three. But our Kozel
So,
out of nowhere on P2.
yeah, he
That
came. He was sitting P7 for quite a while, or P8, one of the two, and just came up to P2. So, this could be a surprise.
what are the tyres like
I'd love
for
to see it.
the boys? Only 3 drivers on mediums. So you have ERC Curtis, Car Gamer, and WRL Unique all on the mediums. The rest of the field on the hards.
And you know what? It's not a bad strat at the moment with the fact that you can go, 2 sets of mediums now with the changes Cody's have made.
Yep.
You can start on mediums, finish, or go to softs and then finish on mediums, or go medium,
soft, which is
You
what
know,
the strat I
yeah,
ran.
yeah. I mean, it was the strat I ran too, and it was doing really well until I had a blunder and put it into a wall trying to get past a car that was AI'd.
Speedy overtake. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I went down the inside. It was silly. It was so silly. The moment I did it, I was like, what am I doing? But we move,
We live
build.
and we learn.
That's it.
And then we go to another track full of walls in Jeddah in 2 nights' time. Tune in on Tuesday.
Oh, it's a sprint race in Jeddah too for Tuesday.
Can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it. I love me some Jeddah.
You might have a few surprises. I reckon Easy Reaper will surprise a lot of people.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
making
I
the
think so
charge
too.
for that championship battle for the
Well,
second and third place. They're still
yeah,
easily
he's
up
currently
for grabs.
sitting P4. He's only 2 points behind Birdie in P3.
And Relic's just touched the wall on.
Yeah, I saw that. Ooh, he's getting a bit. If you want to watch the back of the pack for us when we start the race,
Can
that
do.
would be fantastic.
Let's see what Unique can do
start
on those meds.
From ERC Curtis in P3, I'm going to watch from him. So I'm going to watch to see how Andy H gets his jump on the start here, how Curtis takes his jump. Andy H starting on the hards, Curtis starting on those mediums.
I don't
It's going to be
think
an interesting battle.
Andy is taking any risks. He's making sure he gets through turn 1 and he stays alive for this race. He cannot afford to DNF.
Absolutely. Few cars getting disqualified from the formation lap. I'm guessing just not lining themselves up properly. But here we go. So, lights are on. 5 lights. And the lights are out. No, they're not. It's done this to me again. It does it to me every week.
We're out. We're ready. We're gone.
Now we're off. Here we go. And it looks like Relics has had a bit of a blunder there. Already down into P2. Arcozel up into P1. ERC Curtis looks to go around the inside on Rapid Relics, forcing him almost into the wall there. And very beautiful start from Arcozel though. Andy H still back up into P4. Jack Selly moves back to P5. Car Game is still P6. So
looks like we keep all of our front wings. We survived turn 1. I spoke too soon. Henchman is.
He's already.
I think he spun.
Already had a bit of a spin there.
Looks like he's got end plates. No, he's missing his right end plate.
No, he's missing his right end plate there. Yeah, I can see it. He's going to be.
That is a shame. He's going to be spilling.
We've got another driver around too. JBO is in the wall, and same with the Ferrari there. The Carb is also into the wall.
That will be a safety car.
That will. Oh, I don't think so. They're both on their way. They're both moving again. But guys, it's never won on the first lap. Take it easy. That's all I can say. The biggest mover was Unique thrown off that start. Sorry, not Unique. Abstracts off that start, who's up 7 positions. Unique up 5 positions, moving from P20 back up to P15. Drury Birch up 4 positions. And SFR Piastri also moving up 4 positions.
So dream start for Arcozel.
It really is. Is that a...
Relics has just got all kinds of crossed up.
I saw that.
He's pushing.
So Andy H already a second down on the guys ahead.
Yeah, he's not
He wants
worried.
he wants to try and keep within him, but at the same time, he just doesn't want to push too hard.
He's got Car Gamer behind him. I might watch that battle and see if he lets Car Gamer go on the mediums or if he wants to hold him up.
Yep. So Curtis now 4/10 behind Arcozal. Unique gets a 5-second penalty for speeding into pit lane. That is not a good day for.
So it looks like 6 runs has binned it in the tunnel section. He has no front wing.
And there it is. ERC Curtis goes up the inside of Arcozal and now gets the move made. He now moves up into P1 while Arcozal back down to P2 and is already looking like he's on an attack from Rapid Relics. Rapid Relics now 4/10 behind Arcozal.
Andy
really wanting to put it on.
Andy let Car Gamer through. He didn't make it too hard.
So has he let him through?
Yeah,
or?
it wasn't.
Yeah,
didn't. But Car Gamer's getting all kinds of crossed up. So
right.
I think
Drury Birch now moves up a position.
I think he's going to try and use as much as this extra grip that he can, try and catch up to the back onto Rapid Relics, who's 1.5 seconds up the road. And Andy's just going to hang in tight. He knows that there'll be a safety car at some point.
He'll sit in the
He
DRS.
doesn't need to do anything silly.
No. Now Rapid Relics only 3/10 behind Arcozal, who is already 1.2 seconds behind Curtis. Curtis is now just stormed off into the distance.
And this will be hurting Relics sitting behind Arcozal now.
Absolutely.
He wants to get past him as quick as possible and try and take that fight to ERC Curtis, who puts in the fastest lap.
The 141.711 too. Ooh, I might get me a slushy later. Now Jack Sully, 3/10, 2/10, right behind SFR Piastri. Really wants to make up some positions here because he has lost 2 positions on the first few opening laps here.
We have another
down.
yellow flag. 6 runs.
That looks like 6 runs.
The Alpine.
Again.
And he's got the whole field about to go past him now. Oh, is he going to retire on track? Nope. He's just sitting there.
Not.
I'm watching. I think he's waiting for them all to go, but yeah, he might need to be careful that he doesn't get disqualified sitting there.
Oh, Piastri has a bit of a slip up and gets done by Jack Sully and Panache.
That was
in one foul swoop. It looks like he's missing an end plate on the right side. He is not. We're all good. So he doesn't have the damage. He just got a bit squirrely and lost those positions.
Kind of an awkward rejoin for 6 runs there.
Really?
So he was ghosted, but some cars still had to take avoiding action.
Yeah.
And
here we go.
ERC has set a purple sector as well. He is flying up in front in clean air. He's 1.8 seconds to Arcozal.
Rapid Relics is still...
Can't get past him.
Still on the back. Still right on the back of Arcozal. You know what? I'm going to take a leaf out of Matty Skillsy's book here and say... Oh, who was that?
Curtis.
Curtis has spun. Is now into P5. Putting Arcozal back up into the P1 position and Relics back into P2. Car Gamer now moves up into P3 while Andy also takes advantage of that, moving himself up into 4th position. ERC Curtis, we know he's got the pace.
Just needs to get his head down
Get
now.
himself back up there. Yeah.
But he's got Jack Sully.
Yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to take a leaf out of Matty's book here and I'm going to say to Relics, mate, you need to change that god-awful helmet. That fish, that fish helmet, that one that has
the koi.
Oh, it's disgusting. Get rid of it. Get it out of the game. It's not heated. That's stuck. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Gumbo. What's going on here? Who's on the face cam? That is Duck. That is Duck. That's me.
I wonder if...
So, Arcozal.
Yeah, that's a save, is it? Yeah. Sector 1 and 2, yellow flag.
Sector 1 and 2, yellow.
Sector 1, that's a retirement in pits, I think.
It looks like it, yeah.
6 runs.
6 runs is DNF.
He said, that's enough for me, fellas. I've had enough torture. Meanwhile, Relics is still on the back of Arcozal. He's going to have a whole bunch of that Aston in his mirrors.
Oh, what the... Oh, no. Oh, there's a bit of a glitch going on here. Go down to P19.
Yeah,
What
the
in the
Cub.
world has just happened there? No, it was 6
Yeah,
runs. It retired in pit
yeah,
lane,
but
and it
and it
just
stayed
sat
in the
there.
lane. Yeah, I seen the Cub he
Couldn't
was
get
sat behind,
past.
but it's cleared now.
It has.
It's only going to affect the Cub, unfortunately for
At this
him.
stage, yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. But yeah, look, I wonder if Relics is just going to sit on the back of Arcozal and just wait.
Well,
'Cause,
he's
Arcozal, I
allowing
think.
Car Gamer to chew time off.
Yeah, true, he is definitely. Car Gamer now
No,
1.8,
there you go.
1.9.
Spoke too soon.
There it
There's
goes.
the inside. He runs in wide. That's it. He's got the move. Oh, he's
That is
coming.
racing.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
the
it goes
move
still
done.
down the inside.
He hasn't given up yet, but
He's got it done
he's
nicely.
got that done. Yeah. So
Very
let's see what he
nicely.
can do now in clean air. Just needs to keep his head down. Know that he had that accident in quali, which probably would have put him up even further.
But looking further back though in P5, we've got ERC Curtis now right on the back of Andy H. 3/10 on the mediums versus Andy H on the hard tyres there. Let's see how this is going to go. ERC Curtis now opens up his DRS on Andy.
Not this time
Doesn't
around.
get anything done. Can't get anything done by it.
Otherwise, we
Pit
got
bug again.
Pajala
It's
in.
alright. It's cleared.
Where's that juicy jump shot?
Has DNF'd. And also in the
Looks
pits.
like retired in pits.
I'm wondering if that's going to... It's still driving. He's now going to be back out on track by the looks of it. Yeah, it's driven him back out on track, so hopefully it doesn't get in the lad's ways. We're good.
The Cub has his work cut out for him. He desperately needs a safety car.
He desperately does, absolutely. So Rapid Relics is now opening up that time to Arcozal behind. 7/10 is the gap there.
Yeah.
While Car Gamer is now slowly closing.
Yeah, he was taking off 2/10 to Arcozal. And Andy's 4 seconds behind, still with ERC Curtis as company. Jack Sully
Yeah, see, this is going to be...
is trying to push onto the back of these two as well. Depends how much Andy can slow down Curtis.
I mean, looking at the times, Jack Sully does seem to be making up time on the two guys ahead, but it is very slowly. It's not.
He's not
it's
taking
not rapid
big chunks.
time gained. No. So let's see how this goes. Opening up the DRS here. It's not massive. Like you don't get a massive advantage down this straight, but the DRS is open. ERC Curtis goes from 5/10 behind and only to back to 6/10. So in actual fact, you sort of start to lose time coming into the corner.
Another one a battle I'm watching now is Pajala on the back of Abstracts, who is up 10 positions. He's had an absolute monster 6 laps.
Who's this, Abstracts?
Abstracts, up in P8.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Started in 18th.
He's had a killer.
So the two Haas drivers are in 7 and 8, but Abstract has Pajala right on his gearbox. So 4/10 coming through the last chicane up until the final corner. We've got a driver entering.
Yeah, ERC Curtis still on the back of Andy H. He's got to be making a move soon. I mean, Andy is very well known for parking his car, and he can park his car 3 wide if he needs to. So if that's what's happening, we're soon to see. But I think ERC Curtis is going to want to make a move within the next probably 2 to 3 laps here, because his tyres, the mediums are on 6 lap versus Andy's 6 lap old hards, and he's going to start to drop off very soon. So he needs to make a move done, get into some clean air, and be able to manage his tyres a little bit.
Pajala's up the end. Oh, he's got squeezed a little bit by Arcozal and just drops in behind again. But he was well along up the side of him. He's just going to sit back and try and do it again under DRS.
Here we go. Looks to go around the outside. He ducks back in. Has a look, see where's the braking zone. Says, hey mate, I'm here. And then ducks back in. Coming up to
He can get the drive out of here.
Oh, it goes down the inside.
He's got... No, he hasn't got the drive, but he's got the DRS wide open.
Does very well to avoid contact, though, with Abstract's ahead. Does very, very well.
Great driving for both. I'm sure Abstract knew that
Absolutely.
he was that dive was coming. He was well close.
Looks like Abstract may have tapped the wall a little bit there, making a little bit of a mistake, opening it back up for Pajala to gain some time again as they head right under the grandstand. Now, guys, if you haven't known, this is the whole section that is actually getting cut out from next year's real life race, which means obviously it's going to be cut out for Formula 1 2023, and then I'll open it back up onto this section here, which will give us another DRS zone by the sounds of things. So it's going to be quite interesting to see.
ERC Curtis might be making a move right now. He's gone to the inside on Andy. He's wheel to wheel. He hits apex. Andy just let him...
Nicely done. And he gets that done. So now Andy wants to sit back inside of the
DRS of Curtis.
DRS and just let him tow him along. Keep himself up with the lads up ahead. But Cargamer currently 4 seconds from the guys ahead. So he must have had a bit of a blunder here somewhere. It's now on his own. Opens, I don't know what's happened, but ERC Curtis also 4 seconds.
4 seconds each way.
Yeah.
And Arcozel kind of dropping off as well. 1.6 behind Relics, who's just letting it go.
1.8.
Yeah, so I think...
Oh, here we go. Pajala and Abstract's now battling it out, wheel to wheel. Pajala now opens up that DRS. Can he get anything done down the inside? It looks like he's just going to sit back in, tuck in again. They got wheel to wheel in that hairpin like they did last lap. So he's getting more and more confident in the knowledge that he could probably make that position.
Andy's still just sitting in 7/10.
He's losing time very quickly. Oh, this is not the night for Unique. Unique already now with another 5 second. Now a minute and 36 behind. You know what? Singapore. It's Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the hardest tracks next to Monaco on this entire grid.
When it bites hard.
Oh, it does. It really does.
I think Andy's doing well to stay with Curtis on those mediums. I think he might have, 3 laps max before we start to see some kind of tyre degradation before those tyres start actually screaming, and he's going to need to get off them. So he just needs to hold with him for the next couple of laps. And then we'll start to see the advantage of the hard tyres over the medium.
Absolutely. Now Pajala now down the inside. Tark's back in again, right behind Abstracts. He's going to make a move soon. He has to try and get this done. He knows, Abstracts knows he's there, but we're going to head into this. And he goes around the outside, but goes real deep. But he could get the drive out because of that. Opens up that DRS again. Puts his nose down the inside of the 2 drivers. He's gone for it. He sent it. Wheel to wheel. And Abstracts cuts back across.
Yellow, there's a safety car.
That's a safety car. Piastri is out. Piastri has DNF'd. Not too sure what has happened here. But, oh, man.
Yeah, I've completely missed where Piastri...
Get to see it there. Oh, no. So, guys, this is the first safety car for Sunday night's league race.
We have
9 laps.
Curtis and Andy both in the pits.
Both coming out of the pits, so
Curtis on meds again.
Here.
Andy on the softs.
That's what I thought.
Andy on the softs. That is a big call.
I don't think I've seen Andy on the softs this entire season. Probably, maybe like right at the end with safety cars, but I don't think I saw that.
Wow.
Yeah, look, this is absolutely perfect for Cub and Unique.
They need to stay out.
Because this,
they cannot pit.
Well, Unique is lucky. He's just taken a pit stop. So he's only on 1 lap old hard. So now could work in his favour for him. He's just got to be able to catch up. The Cub, he's on 6 lap old hards. He could pit, but he's going to run the risk of not being able to catch that safety car train if he does.
What's the penalty situation looking like? The Henchman has a drive-through penalty.
Oh no.
And the Cub and Patu both have 3 seconds.
So Unique is lucky. He's managed to get rid of both 5-second penalties, which I think is very smart of him to pit that amount of times to be able to clear them. He's done very well there. Very smart decision.
And he's gone onto the hard tyres, so that'll see him through till the end.
So here we go. Rapid Relics and Arcozal now into the pits as well. Jumping off of these 10-lap-old hards onto the mediums for Relics.
Car game is in.
It looks like
Jack Sully's in.
Mediums for Arcozal too. Car Gamer, what's he going to go?
Panache is in.
Looks like he's going to the mediums too. Oh no, he's pitted onto the hards.
So where does
Car Gamer has gone to the hards. Jack Sully, softs.
Leave Curtis. Where does he pull out of this? Currently P6, P5, P4.
And so he'll sit in P4.
Yeah, he doesn't get Car Gamer.
No.
Andy P5.
Pajala staying out in his 10-lap-old hard tyres.
Not a bad move. He's got that's him got past Abstracts now. He was stuck behind fighting with him, so he's on the oldest tyres of the field so far.
Has Abstracts had a moment though? Because he's now 19 seconds. Oh no,
for mediums.
Yep.
So Kirko in P11 and Pajala in P6, both. And there's Unique with another penalty.
Oh, Unique, no.
That one he can't get rid of.
No. So Henchman still yet to serve his drive-through penalty.
He'll need to do that after safety car.
Abstracts loves these battles. Abstracts, get out of the chat and race, my friend. But so far, I mean, this race is looking like it's shaping up to be an exciting race, especially, I think, coming down to the end. Probably the last 5, 6, 7 laps. Rapid Relics, Arcozal, Car Gamer, Curtis, Andy H. really putting on a show. Jack Sully yet to find his feet. Still down in P7, unfortunately for him. But he goes onto the softs to try and make up a little bit of ground. Andy H. on those softs. What do we think? What do we think of that call?
Do you know what? I can't ever deny Andy any strategy calls because most of the time they work.
You're right.
But
yeah,
I feel like this is a very bold play. I'm not certain. I would have liked him to have went onto the mediums and then finished on the softs.
That's what I think as well.
But I mean, it all depends on what happens with safety cars now. He's going to have the pace over the rest of these guys. He should be able to chew Car Gamer up. And sit in the that top 1, 2, 3.
Well, he's still. I mean, the thing is, he's still going to be able to get past Curtis. With Curtis on those medium tyres, with Andy behind him on those softs, he's already.
Curtis will get car as well. I think.
I think so too.
But yeah, as it stands, Andy has nothing to lose. I mean, he could pull.
No.
He might have only used 2. He might have 2 sets of softs here. I'm not sure how many quali runs he did.
I think he did 3, but did he use the same set of tyres? That's going to be the interesting part. I think.
We're just waiting for.
Easy Reaper makes his appearance into chat. Hey lads, make sure phones are charged, lads, for collab cam. Yep, we'll do. Mine's getting there. Mine's at 69%.
Dinner for 2.
Hey. So, still got the Henchman. It looks like the Henchman to catch up to the back of the pack here. Yeah, it is. So the henchman to catch up to the back of the pack is currently sitting in P15. He's really put his foot down. And you've got also Unique to catch up to the back of the pack. And then we'll be able to go racing once again here in Singapore.
You think they're going one more round, or safety car will be in this lap?
I think they will be. No, I think it'll be one more lap. That being said, I've been so wrong with safety cars and the way they've been played out this season in these races.
But yeah, and even Henchy's put on some soft tyres as well, so he'll be one. Yeah, he'll be one to watch coming through.
Just pitted.
So
I think the problem is though, he's just pitted and he's going to have to do a drive through. So he's anticipating having to catch up as quick as he can after doing a drive through. I think
box again.
You reckon? Well, he's got that drive through. He can't box. Oh, do you mean later?
Yeah. He'll definitely box later.
Yeah. So the safety car stays out for another lap, giving the henchman a chance to catch up before he has to serve.
Who did I see drive in? The Cub, speeding pit lane. I don't know why the Cub just boxed then.
I don't know. Because that's now put him like completely out of it. He's now lapped. Same with Unique. How'd they get lapped under a safety car? Oh,
because they both boxed.
They would have boxed.
That's what I was saying. So they needed to stay out.
Else, yeah, to unlap themselves. That's how. So there you go, Goffey. That's your answer. So, head around for the final time with this safety car as the Cub now almost on the back of the train here.
And Unique's just going to receive blue flags. I'm not sure where he currently sits.
Where is he? So... No, he's right down the back.
Yeah, he's just in front of the Cub. He'll have to give that position. Yeah. Oh no, he won't.
No.
Because there's...
Oh, Drury Birch! Drury Birch is out. Oh, he's come around the corner under a safety car and hit the wall. Oh, that is...
That's
I wonder if Ericsson hit him. Ericsson hit him. That's what's happened. You hate to see it. Drury Birch, you hate to see it.
In the words of Evil Blade, that's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Evil Blade.
He's in chat here somewhere. I saw him before pop in. Worst feeling. Same thing that happened to me last year. Easy Reaper says that's the worst feeling. Yeah, look, it is. I've had it happen to me too. I've DNF'd under a safety car. It sucks. It's embarrassing.
Just a little bit too much right foot.
Yeah, just a bit too much right foot and a bit too much swerving and too hard. At a bit too much of a high speed there for him. But Relic's now slowing down the pack as the safety car gets ready to come in. Let's get rid of these tyres. Let's get rid of the stops. Let's have a look and see how we go here as Relic's in P1, Arkozal in P2.
He hasn't slowed him down as much as I would have liked to go, because he should have went straight out of that last chicane.
Yeah, and then
because now
there he goes. He's away, and Arkozal read that beautifully. As we head down the main straight, we've got Cargamer in P3, we've got ERC Curtis in P4, we've got Andy H in P5 as the top 5 battling it out to see who can come out on top. Relic's still in P1 though, with a 5/10 gap between him and Arkozal, same distance between Arkozal and Cargamer, and ERC Curtis right on the back now of Cargamer as we ride on board with Curtis. Looks to make a move as Cargamer is on those hard tyres. Oh, Cargamer squeezes him a little bit.
He gets the move done though.
Runs him.
Wow.
But that was beautiful driving. Beautiful driving.
Let's see what Andy can do on the softs now.
So this is where it all comes down to the finishing position for Andy H. How is he going to do? He's got to make sure that he gets past Cargamer. Unfortunately, those tyres will start to drop off very soon, being on the soft tyres. Yes, they were probably looked after a little bit under that safety car, but they're still not going to last as long as what Curtis is, or Car Gamer, or even Arcozal or Relics for that matter. And it looks like Jack Sully has had a... Oh, Jack Sully off into the runoff area, drives back on track, now down into P11, so he has had a big blunder there.
He's got Kirko for company
Hollow.
now.
He does. Panache on the back of Pajala, currently sitting in P7. 3/10 behind Pajala in P6. Rapid Relics now goes the fastest lap with a 1:45.81 on those mediums for Aston Martin there.
Arcozal just sitting in the back. He hasn't quite... Yeah, he is not out of DRS yet, but he's 8/10 behind.
9. And there he goes. He's out
that's
of the DRS very quickly. Panache still looking to make a charge on Pajala though. He's closing that gap rapidly.
Andy looks like he's...
Oh, here we go. Yep, you're right.
No, he thought better of it. He's getting a little bit twitchy though.
Is that me, or was that a little bit of lag or something there?
Yeah, it looked like he was racing on pad, but I know Andy's on wheel.
Yeah.
So he's... Yeah, there you go. Andy's left the session. He said...
Oh no, you are kidding me.
Nah, that's not what he needs at all.
Was it just Andy?
Yep, just Andy.
Oh, that sucks. Andy.
So he's already a second behind Car now after that, and he was right up the back of him.
So Andy drops down 4 seconds already off of Car Gamer ahead. Panache 1.9, now 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. He's closing on Andy's ghost very quickly, so Andy needs to catch up and get back. And do you want to send him an invite?
I'm trying to. He's just not signed in.
Yeah, okay.
I've got it.
Oh no, so he's
offline.
He's at complete. Oof.
Yeah, that's...
Arcozal, that is not what Arcozal needs. Now sets himself up with a 3-second time penalty. Rapid Relics goes another fastest lap with a 1:39.934, but Arcozal, oh, that's going to damage him with a 3-second time pen. That is already a position lost to ERC Curtis behind an almost Car Gamer who is on those hard tyres. Panache and Abstract now move up into P5 and P6. This is going to be... Oh, this is going to be the first race for Andy without a podium. And it's through no fault of his own too. Drury Birch has now left the session, but he was already DNF'd, so that's okay.
I've sent him another invite. Excuse me, but Andy is falling by the wayside here. He's down in P10 now.
Yeah. If he gets back in here, he's got to have a monster drive to get himself back up into even the slightest amount of contention for a podium to keep his streak alive. Oh, you hate to see it. There we go. Jack Sully now moves through... Nope. Yeah, Jack Sully now moving through the ghosted body of Andy H. I know that was Cub getting out of the way. We move back up to War Machine, who's currently in P7, only 4/10 behind Abstracts. Opens up himself for some nice points.
Unique's had a moment as well.
Oh no.
So he's just having a
rough
lonely race. So I think he's just hoping for someone to DNF, and he's definitely struggling. I'm on board with him at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that he still gets 1 point if he finishes. If we get another DNF, so stay in there. Not over yet.
McFlurry, that was my bad. I named it Tuesday by accident. I didn't even pick up on it until you said that. Yeah, so for those of you listening or watching later, it is not Tuesday's race. This is Sunday's race. So that is my fault. I do apologise. And here we go. War Machine down the inside of Abstracts and gets the move done very nicely. Abstracts now fights back. Goes down the inside himself.
A slight
as they
contact.
touch wheels. And War Machine gets the position done in the end over Abstracts. Very nice racing there from War, who is the self-proclaimed king of Singapore.
I took that title from him.
Thank you.
The artist formerly known as the Prince. And I'm seeing raindrops. Seeing some slight spitting. Maybe it's just the lights, but I was certain I could see.
Oh no, I think I saw him just then too.
Yeah, there's definitely raindrops, mate.
Yep, there is rain starting to fall. This is going to get spicy. So now, Rapid Relics into P1, Arcozal P2 on that 3-second time penalty. 3-second time penalty. Curtis into P3, Cargamer P4. Andy H has now left the session. He has retired from the session. This is the first ever retirement from Andy H after he was kicked. I wonder.
What happened?
It's put him into a wall.
His AI's killed him. Andy left.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he's joined, and it's put him into a wall. It's spazzed out.
Yeah, right underneath the.
That is so unlucky for Andy.
Oh man. Through no fault of his own, he has retired.
Well, that's the first race. Now all we need to do is get Cargamer to win, and I need Top to do his mathematician work for us.
His magic. Well, Cargamer needs to get into P1, basically. He needs it to even put himself with a massively fighting chance, because the mathematics that Top has done has put Andy into P10, 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 and P9. That's all five positions there that he's put him in.
Yeah, but
giving him points.
Yeah, so now he gets no points.
Exactly. So this has really opened it up for Cargamer. He needs to really put his foot down and make some form of magic happen.
So what I want to know is, who is the first driver to take the stab and put the inters on, and how early do you put them on?
Well, this is the $1 million question. Is ERC Curtis going to do it? Is Arcozal going to do it? Is Relics going to do it? Cargamer, is he going to take the early gamble? Relics, looking like he's getting a bit squirrely already.
Relics is in the pit.
There you go.
He's just lost it trying to get in. He's got. Does anyone follow? Yep. Arcozal's in behind him.
They all do. Arcozal's in. Curtis.
So who takes the gamble and doesn't? Well. I think that it's starting to get too heavy. Like, you'd be silly not to.
Yeah.
Panache is already on. He's already on them.
This could be a very good strap for Panache.
So Kirko's on the hards,
but it's too far behind.
And JBO has gone full wets. So does he know something that we all don't know?
That's a bold play. That is a very bold play. Kirko stayed out in the hards.
I think that's... No, he's coming through the stadium section. He needs to put him on.
Yes, I'm watching this now. Oh, that's some damage there. Who was that? That is a Mercedes. It looks like Patu Hollow has now lost some end plates of his wing. It's not Patu Hollow. Who is that?
JBO. JBO's dropping down.
No, I think we saw that coming with wet tyres. No, it wasn't Kirko who lost some end plates there. Somebody lost some end plates. I saw it happen. Yep, there we go. It's the Cub. Oh no, Kirko has put it into the wall on pit entry and has now retired from the session. It looks like, though, Cub was the reason for that, who's just picked himself up a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Kirko. So, did he come around the corner and punt Kirko into the wall?
It's one for the stewards to decide. We obviously didn't see it.
Let's see if I can get Kirko into the party. So, safety car still out. Relics now. Everybody now onto the inters. JBO has gone to the inters as well. Panache also onto those inters, now 2 seconds behind Cargamer. Cargamer, I know, is quite strong in the wet, so this is going to be interesting for him. I've seen Relics race in the wet. He has a few mishaps here and there. Arcozal, same. I haven't really seen him. And ERC Curtis, honestly, I've never seen race in the wet, so this could get interesting between this top 4 here.
Arcosa's definitely been the big surprise here. I didn't think that he would be able to go toe to toe with the big boys, and he's shown promise. I know he's got a 3 second penalty, but he's held his own here. He's taken the lead a few times, and you know he's doing very well. I must say full credit to Arcosal tonight.
He's done very well.
So there is still 11 laps to go. I can't speak too soon, but this is where it's all going to get a little bit dicey now with these inters and a greasy track. We'll see if there's people that, you know, they take that little extra time to brake for these corners before, you know, we start seeing drivers take each other out. Because, I mean, so far so good.
Yeah.
The racing's been pretty clean.
It's been very clean. And Easy's made a very good point in chat. Racing in the wet? No, Claps, leave the party, please. What is he even doing?
I should have locked that down. Sorry, mate.
No, that's all right. No, it's not your fault. It's just Clappy being Clappy. But, as I was saying, Easy makes a good point. It's wet, and the henchman is extremely powerful in the wet. He's had a bit of a rough race so far. I think he's got a little bit of other things on his mind. His daughter's not feeling too well. May have come down with a bit of the old gastro, which sucks.
Yeah,
so
it's never good when your child's sick. So,
no, absolutely.
Thoughts go with you, Hench.
Yep, absolutely. So, we've still got 2 cars to catch up to the pack, but is the safety car going to come back in? We've got Carb up into P13, and Unique is currently sitting in P16, but because all the cars in front of him are out, this is going to put him into P15. P14. So,
Andy's invited
he's
me
on
to a
points
party.
here.
Do you want me to invite Andy in? We'll find out what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you can invite him to the party. Yeah.
Still appearing offline.
Yeah, so the Rooster Tail's now starting to pick up under a safety car. I think JBO could have been onto something just staying in those wet tyres, the full wet tyres.
Yeah, he's changed off them.
Heavier and heavier. He has, but I'm wondering if he stayed on him.
That would have been the ultimate strat, yeah.
The ultimate strat, yeah.
Andy, just remember to include your audio for us, bud.
Done.
Thank you.
Mate, give us a little bit of insight. That is heartbreaking.
I'm heartbroken for you.
Oh, don't worry. I know.
So,
I know the feels.
I'm assuming when you hopped in, that you took control and it just went straight into a wall?
Nah, so I took control, did about half a lap, and Patu and Pajala were in front of me on hards. And they both broke early, and I was on the softs, obviously. They both broke early coming into the tunnel in Sector 3.
Yep.
So
yeah,
to avoid, I went left, and I sort of squeezed myself into the wall. I made contact with Patu.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks, man. I mean...
Yeah, I could have smashed into the back of him or done what I could to avoid him.
Yeah. But no, you did well to avoid. So here we go. As we go racing live again, Rapid Relics now already off into the distance. 2.8 seconds the lead to Curtis in P2. Cargamer in P3. Arcozal has had a bit of a blunder here and is already down into P4. Panache still chasing. War Machine right on the back of Panache though, now in P6. As he chases down Panache ahead to try and make the move. He just breaks in time and almost taps the back of him. But Abstract also looking to join the party. Sorry for the interruption there, guys. I didn't realise that we went racing again.
That's all right. We're just obviously just trying to get some insight. Obviously, what happened to Andy is not ideal at all. And with Cargamer sitting in P3, that opens up this door for him to close down on those championship points.
Yeah. But I mean, look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You currently hold, I think, I would, 100% put money on it. You hold the record for most consecutive podiums. You've gone now 11 races with a podium out of 12, including this one. So that is an absolutely massive feat in itself. I can't congratulate you enough because that is just, it's huge. It is absolutely massive. So well done, man.
Thank you, sir. It's obviously frustrating to smash into the wall, but yeah, to look at the gap I've made, I can't put my head down.
You've done a lot of the hard work early, and you kind of now can coast your way through. You don't need to fight these guys up the front. You can take a P4 or a P5, knowing that they're still handy points for you in the championship battle.
Yeah, I think the way that the season's worked out, a lot of the early tracks were a bit equal in terms of medium traction versus no traction. The second half of the season, there's quite a few tracks, Spa, Japan, that benefit no traction. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting second half of the season.
Yeah, well, this certainly opens the door for Cargamer.
We've got Arcozel on the back of car at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm watching this battle now with Arcozel and Cargamer. Cargamer managed to be holding his own, but Arcozel closes in on the straights. But coming into any corners, Arcozel sort of gets a bit slippy in the back end. Gets a bit wide there, as you can see, coming out of that DRS zone. Heading into the S's.
Quite good in the wet in Mexico, so he should
yeah, see, there you go.
Maybe even pick up the inside of Cargamer. If can get close.
Relics has just found a dry line somewhere. He is absolutely flying 5 seconds in front of Curtis.
Oh, he's around though. Relics is around as you say that on the main straight. Curtis now takes it into P1. Cargamer now goes to P2 and Arcozel into P3 while Relics manages just to hold on to P5 in front of War Machine.
No.
Just dips in behind Panache.
I think Arcozel will take this P3 line down though. He's up close.
Well, he is up close, but he's got that 3-second time penalty too, so...
Oh, he'll still take a dive.
Oh, he will, yeah. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So Relics is fighting Panache right now. He's dumping all of his ERS. He's going up the inside. He thinks about it. Oh, there's contact. They both run a little bit wide.
Cargamer loses the back end a bit.
And that brings War into... He's going to be pushing on Panache for P5. War Machine's kept it clean. There's no penalty so far.
He has done extremely well this race. Currently sitting in P6, only 4/10 behind Panache. He really wants to make a move on Panache soon. He's got no DRS anymore, so can't rely on that. He's now just got to rely on pure skill and his ERS. He's got 61% ERS while Panache has 34, so it's in a little bit of a better situation, but I think War is going to get a bit trigger happy eventually.
There's plenty of mist coming off the back of these cars now. I think you could nearly say that there's wet tyres are going to come into play.
I think so. I reckon maybe give it 5 more laps, and I reckon, actually, maybe not. Arcozel gets very squirrely coming through Sector 3. Loses a lot of time to Cargamer ahead, now sitting 7/10 behind. But manages to pull a lot of it back up on that main straight there.
I think Car he got a little bit loose coming out of the last corner.
There you go, too. Yeah. Patu Hollow picks himself up a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. Is he making the move
onto hards?
Onto full wet
tyres? Yes, he is.
There you go. So the
He's
first one
also-
to bite, Padu Hollow.
And also served one of his 5-second penalties. He still has
I'm not
8
sure if it's
seconds
ready
of
for full
penalties.
wet. It's on the what's it called? On like the diagram at the start of the race, it didn't say it was wet. So it just said inters. Like I only had one line of raindrops as opposed
Yeah.
to 2.
It looks pretty heavy on track, man.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, just going off of the the Rooster Tails alone, it's looking like it could be time. I mean, that said, we can't see it from a car's perspective. Well, I can now.
Unique's in the pits as well.
Oh, and that is our Kozel out as he's come wide and,
And
then
Relics.
just tapped the
And
wall.
Relics.
And Relics. Oh no. Relics has come around and I'd say has hit the unghosted car of our Kozel, and that has put both of them out. ERC Curtis into P1. Cargamer in a very good position here for P2. Panache now up into P3 and
War Machine P4. What is
up
going
into
on?
P4. Oh my god. So down to 12 drivers out of the 20 that we've had. It has been, I can't fault it. It's been a very clean race. It hasn't been, incidents with other cars that have caused other people to DNF. It's been more driver error, I guess. But, oh man, that is heartbreaking. For our Kozel and Relics, both of them up in fighting chances. So I'm wondering now, is anybody else going to bite for those wet tyres? I know that ERC Curtis and Cargamer don't. They keep going through. Same with Panache, same with War Machine, Abstracts as well.
Pajara,
So they don't
Jack
think it's
Sully.
time.
Hench is in.
Hench is in.
He's only got a 3-second. Unique drive
has a drive-through penalty. He's just gone from
bad to worse, and then
bad to
worse again.
Yeah, for Unique,
But
it's been a rough night for him, but he's in the points.
So Hench for a new set of inters.
Yep. Yeah, it's a smart play. I mean, looking at the cars that are behind him, he's got the time to do it. Going onto a brand new set of inters, I think it's a good smart play for him.
JBO's in. Patu's in.
Again, same situation.
But will they? I'd say I feel like the rain is not as heavy as it was before.
No, it looks like it's getting a bit easier. Yeah, Patu Hollow now saving his second 5-second penalty and goes back onto the inters.
So he's just taken 10 seconds of penalties away from himself. That's brought him back into it. But how's War Machine?
Cargamer just needs to... Oh, mate, I'm telling you, he's driven a very clean race. Broken wing, damn it, he says. Kirko says, flick me an invite if you want. I have calmed down. All right, so what we'll do... Andy, I'm going to thank you for joining us, mate, in there. We're going to invite Kirko in to see what's happened to him.
No worries.
So thank you very much for joining today, mate. I really appreciate it. And again, mate, you've been absolutely phenomenal with your season so far. Full clean, just extremely consistent. So congrats to you, mate, and we'll see you again next week.
That's all right. I'll take it. We've got a big enough gap that this is all right.
It's just a little hiccup, mate. You've got enough in the bank, so at least we know you're human. That's
that's it. Yeah, it's not a bot racing around on 110 AI.
So bad luck, Andy, mate. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, mate.
See you, mate. Thank you. All right. Well,
I've got Kirko.
You've got him.
Yeah,
excellent.
I'll sort it
Thanks,
for you, mate.
Good rewards so far for Carbon Unique, hanging in there till the end. Absolutely, Goffy. I've said this in so many different streams. Just because you're down laps or just because you're having an absolute shit fight of a time does not mean that you should back out. With the point system the way it is, stick in there, stay strong, because you will get points. And the Cub and Unique are absolute proof in the pudding right now. Oh, and speaking of, the Carver and Unique are both on the wet tyres. We'll see how that goes.
The Cub's on
Kirko.
Definitely looks pretty wet out there.
Yeah, the Cub has just gone back into the pits. It is, yeah. Kirko, mate, it's first DNF for quite some time.
I know. I know.
From what I saw, and I don't want to point fingers or anything, but it looked to me like the Cub punted you into the pit entrance wall. Is that what happened, or did you just lose it, or what happened there?
I was just cruising along, and all of a sudden she just went right on me. Just bang. I was like, what?
So, your car did, or?
Yeah, that was what we saw come up. That was a severe incident between Cub and Kirko, and I'm assuming that he's ploughed in the back of you, made you turn right, and you've
made you turn right. Because Cub's got a 5-second penalty for Cub got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Kirko, which is yourself, obviously. Thank you very much for joining us again. But yeah, no, so it looked like he was the incident. He caused that incident and caused you to DNF. So
I thought it was Cody's about to smash my Xbox to pieces.
Nah, that wasn't your mistake at all, mate.
That wasn't Cody's, man.
So you might need to go back and see if you can clip the incident.
Yeah.
I was riding on board with you, so I'm not on board, but I was looking down the pit lane at you. So if you go back and watch the stream, you'll actually see you driving into the pit lane, and then all of a sudden you're just in the wall with Cub directly behind you.
Oh, when I went in, I didn't think anyone was behind me, so probably.
No, he came in directly behind you.
Yeah, right.
Directly behind you, with a bit of speed too. So.
Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah. It's racing.
Yeah. So if you want to go and put in a pen, put in a
incident report,
steward's report, you can do. So, but yeah, the stream is there, ready to clip that if you need it.
The rain's definitely added some spice to this, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, it's Singapore.
Oh.
It wouldn't be Singapore if it didn't rain, hey?
Well, that's why I started on the hards. I thought if I stay out of trouble, I can hold out till the rain hits, and that was the plan.
Yeah.
And I was coming in for the intermediates. Obviously had the incident, couldn't come back out, but that was the plan for me to run.
So Cub back out on the inters. Unique stays out on the hards though, on the wet tyres. It looks like he's struggling a little bit though. Like we said, it's gone from good to bad to worse to get the hell out of here.
Absolute nightmare. He's definitely just lost the
wing. Out. Oh, I thought he lost the wheel then too. I thought that's not what you need to see. Unique, if you're listening, pit for inters.
Well, he needs a wing, so surely don't put another set on.
So, fastest lap currently is Rapid Relics with a 1:39.934, and
that
judging
will
by
not be beaten.
Yeah, judging by the weather, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So Rapid Relics, but unfortunately with the DNF, that puts that fastest lap out of contention. There we go. He's into the pits. He's going to chuck on that set of inters for Andy to win the championship. So hang on, here we go. We've got Toppy with his brain gone a million miles an hour. Let's have a look and see what he says here. For Andy to win the championship, he cannot finish lower than 8th every race, and Car needs to win every race for Car to win the championship by 2 points. If Andy gets 1/7 and 3/8,
that'll be a draw.
He will equal Andy. Yeah. Are you accounting for sprint round at Jeddah? Ooh, that is a good question. Toppy. Wonder if you've missed that, my friend. So Unique back out on the track with inters now. As we ride on board with Curtis, it looks like he has an inkling the safety car is going to be in this lap.
Oh no.
What's happened?
Unique's just spun again.
Unique spun again.
No, he's not out. Oh no. Toppy forgot about the sprint round.
And just looking at the pit stops, Unique with 8 pit stops.
Oh wow.
Pajala's only done 1 stop.
So he's gone from hards to inters.
Yep.
I've got to say, that's impressive. I've got to say it. And there we go.
And
Curtis now is off, and Car Gamer now 6/10 behind already. Must have been caught sleeping as Panache 4/10 behind. Cargamer in P3. Abstracts moves up into P4. War Machine back down into P5. Pajala P6 looking to make a move on War Machine now as Pajala goes around and he's in the wall. Already down to P10 after that, and it just looked like they just tapped wheels there. I'm not too sure exactly what happened, but that is unfortunate. Oh. Absolutely unique. Bring it home, mate. You've got 4 points in it. Don't retire anytime soon. Exactly right, Goffy. 100%. So War Machine still in P5 after Pajala had his little spin there and into the wall. Jack Sully up into P6, Henchman P7, so good points for the guys in the McLaren tonight, and also fantastic points for the guys in the Haas up in P3 and P4.
Well, Abstracts has that penalty.
Holds. He does.
So he needs to get a wriggle on. Apparently,
I wonder if there's going to be any team orders for these two boys.
He'll move to P7 on the current standings. If the race was to finish now.
Cargamer now charging for ERC Curtis. Is only 5/10 behind. He was 4. He's gone back down to 4. Is now right on the back of him.
Big charge down here.
Oh, this is going to be one of the edge of the seats nail biter moments that we're going to see from Cargamer. That we're used to seeing from Cargamer. It's fantastic to watch too. So as Cargamer now rounds out the final corner, back onto the straight, he's only 4.5 behind ERC Curtis. He closes it in on the corners, but doesn't close it in on the straights. He loses a bit of time on the straights to ERC Curtis ahead. Panache 1.4 seconds behind. Cargamer, the Cub, with another 3-second time penalty, and that is War Machine around back down into P9. Oh, has a bit of a spin. I didn't see what happened there.
Unlucky War Machine. He was looking good for P4 there.
He was looking fantastic. So head down, War, and get back up there. I know you can do it. As we've got the henchman now 4/10 behind his teammate Jack Sully. Wondering if there's going to be any form of team orders here from these two. I doubt it.
Cargamer's also 4/10 on the back of ERC Curtis.
Yeah, he loses a bit of time on the straights though. In the corners, he makes up a lot of time on Curtis. But then you watch this straight. Oh, maybe he makes it up on the straights actually. He's lost a lot of time there, back up into 7/10. Yeah, he makes up a bit of time on the straights. My fault, guys. But Panache still 1.5. Have we got any close battles going on here?
Patu 6/10 behind.
Oh, yep. Patu 6/10 behind. Henchman for P6 and P7. The battle for P6 and P7. I don't know what's going to happen here, but he is now 2/10 behind. Looks like Henchy has just had a bit of a moment there. And allows for Patu to get right up behind him.
It's been a good drive by Henchy so far.
It has. He's done very well. He's stuck it in. Unique with a 3-second time penalty. That is a yellow flag on the last turn, I should say. I can't remember what turn it's called, but that is a unique thrown, just getting out of people's way, which I love to see. I love seeing that from people. Yeah, it's good, clean racing. Now, Henchman has also put the throttle down on the back of Sully, and Sully again also puts the throttle down, is right on the back of Abstracts, now 5/10 behind Abstracts.
Already had the run then. Might just sit behind.
Let's have a look at the penalties though. So you've got Henchman with 3-second time penalty, Padu and JBO 3 seconds. Jack Sully ahead, the teammate of Henchman, without any pens. So Abstracts is really slowing down the pack here, letting Panache really get ahead to be able to secure that P3 by the looks of it. But Jack Sully, we're all over the back of him.
There's four cars in this. JBO is climbing on the back of it. But currently...
Now I want to know who is going to be the first Oh, actually, you wouldn't now. You'd stick to
Yeah,
your
just stay
inters, even though there's a dry line. Yep. Just looked at the lap counter. So Abstract's playing a very, very, very crucial team role here.
JBO is having a go on Pato. He was up the inside. There was some wheel banging there.
Backed out. So this is where we're going to start to see some desperate moves being made. You've got positions to be made up in 1.5 laps to go. So, yeah, we're going to start to see it.
So
You've got JBO on the back of...
Hench
Yep.
needs to make a move. He needs to try and clear
Ooh,
Jack Sully and Abstracts because of the 3-second penalty. So if he can get in
Yeah,
front of
which
Abstracts, then Jack Sully will jump them both with time penalties. But he needs to get in front.
Yeah.
He's got 1 lap to do it.
It's just, I think it's going to be very hard to do that.
And this is probably the
Jack Sully really
last chance for
needs to make
Carr
a
as
move
well.
now.
He's 4/10 behind, but it looks like he's way too far back to get a move done.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. You can really close the gap on him into corners, but you know, he starts to lose it on the exit and starts to lose it a little bit on the straights, I think. 3.5 tenths now, right behind ERC Curtis, so he's definitely making up that that time, but he's only got 5% ERS, whereas Curtis is still at 21%.
Pato's hunting all over Henchman here. He wants to get it done as well.
I don't think he's going to. Now, on to lap 31. We're going to ride on board with ERC Curtis. Just keep an eye on the battles down below if anything does start to happen.
Then
JBO
JBO just gives Pato a little nudge there.
So ERC Curtis, this is redemption for him after Tuesday night's race at Singapore. He did not end up where he wanted to after being spun by somebody. I don't know who it was. I think Bremer, to be honest, had a bit of an issue. But as he rounds the final turn of Singapore and the fastest turn of the track, and goes P1 as he crosses the line with Cargamer in P2, only 7 tenths behind.
He had
a solid race.
Cargamer had a massive moment on that last.
Yeah.
He was right up behind him 2 tenths and had to correct himself.
So Panache into P3, Jack Sully P4, Abstracts P5, the Henchman in P6, as Abstracts did end up getting done by Jack Sully. Well done there. Padu Hollow in P7, JBO P8, War Machine, unfortunate mishap for him, goes down to P9, Pajala in P10, Cub and Unique in P11 and 12, rounding out the finishes for the night. Arcozal, Rapid Relics, an absolutely heartbreaking moment for those two. Kirko, Andy H, again another heartbreaking moment. Dreary Birch, SFR Piastri, Juicy Jump Shot and 6 runs rounds out the DNF drivers for tonight. Do you want to invite some of the guys to the party?
Yep.
And our driver of the day will be going to, I would say, Abstracts. I'm going to put my money on Abstracts here because he did an absolute... Oh, Patu Hollow. Patu Hollow.
I would have picked Abstract or Henchman for that one, to be honest. But anyway.
I probably would have picked Abstracts. Abstracts finished very low down the order there, so I mean, it's a bit of a strange one, but we'll see. I mean, yeah. We'll see how that goes. I don't know why, but we move.
I don't have ERC Curtis as
That's
a friend.
okay. So we'll just wait for the leaderboard to pop up. Guys, ready up if you can, please, so that we can move on to... There we go. So, ERC Curtis... View gamer tag and invite to the party. And you've invited Panache?
Yep.
Yep, sweet. And Cargamer, thanks so much for joining the party, mate. If you want to include your audio for us.
No problems.
Thank you. Alright, so let's have a look at the chat going on here. I can see War Machine has put something into the chat, which is always going to be interesting as to what happened to him. Looks like he got hit in the rear, causing him to lose P3. Well, War Machine, I hate to break it to you, mate, but you weren't in P3. You were not in P3 there, my friend. So someone is bloody hell. Someone hit me in the back, causing me to spin and lose out of P3 there. We'll get back to that later. So who's in the chats?
I think we have everyone. Make sure your audio's included, Panache.
We don't have
ERC
Curtis, but he
Curtis.
said something. He said something in chat. Hang on. I don't have a
I don't
headset,
have-
lads. Okay, no, that's fine, not a problem. So what we'll do, we'll kick it off with Panache, who took out P3. Scotty, if you want to take that one away.
Yeah, mate. How'd your race go? How'd you feel? How'd you go from going from the dries to the wets?
I lucked in safety car at the right time, I think.
Mate,
So yeah, I literally was at the second last corner, and yeah, I mean, I was gonna go. I was trying to work out when to go on the intermediates, but the safety car happened, so it made the decision for easy. So yeah, it was intense race, but pretty lonely. Otherwise, I didn't. I tried to keep it on the rails, so I didn't. I mean, car game order and other were way too quick. So yeah, I was just trying to keep it out of the walls, to be honest.
yeah, it's not a bad strategy to have. There was a lot of guys crashing around you, so you've capitalised where I don't think you would have even thought about a podium at the start of the race.
No, not here. I'm not particularly quick here, so I was be happy with that.
Right, well, congratulations on your P3.
Thank you. Discuss.
Good
No
drive.
worries. And Cargamer up into P2. Looked like, mate, you were doing so well. You were doing extremely well. Probably had, I think, I would say one of the best races of this season, in terms of battles and how clean you were. Mate, tell us about your race, finishing in P2, and your battle for that championship.
Oh yeah, pretty stoked to be honest. Off the back of two shocking rounds in Mexico and Brazil, where I thought might be in contention there and didn't go to plan. But if anything in Singapore, I thought it would have been less in contention. So yeah, it's a bit of a surprise that I'm on the podium, but yeah, I don't know where the pace from came at the end of the race, but I was just my
Yeah,
car
because you were
seems.
right up the back, right up the back of him.
Seem to just always suit the wet conditions, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
I don't think I'm very good in the wet. I just think it's
We
my
said that
setups.
on stream. It's always when the wet comes out, you seem to shine above the rest when it's wet weather. So, and you were unlucky not to get Curtis. I seen your last little slip up on the last corner. You dropped about 5/10 or something. Did you get loose in the last corner, final corner on the last lap?
Yeah, I did have a bit of a moment, but to be honest, what cost me was before the rain came, I got a bit of damage, and I had that for the after the rain came, I whacked the wall and had a bit of damage for the last 8 or so laps. So it didn't really affect me too much because it was very minute, but considering the end gap was 5/10, it kind of hurts a bit because you sort of think what could have been, but I don't think I would have won anyways. I think Curtis would have done a good enough job to hold me off. But
Well, you've definitely closed the gap in the championship to Andy having that DNF. So how do you feel moving forward to Jeddah?
yeah, Jeddah's
So
always
Jeddah being
been
a sprint round too.
yeah, Jeddah's always a good track. The championship's going to be very hard. I'm going to need to have Andy have a lot of these races that he had today. I'm going to win the
yeah,
championship.
Toppy he said in the chat that you need to win every race, and Andy needs to finish 8th every race.
And
So-
and no points in the sprint.
Yeah,
For
well,
you to beat him by 2 points in the championship, so you've got to win every race. He has to finish 8th or lower, and no points in the sprint race.
I
So
think
it is going to be an absolute uphill. You're going to be climbing up like I said at the start, climbing up Statue of Liberty to try and get this win. But
If
it's
anyone
not
can
out
do
of
it,
it's not out of the
yeah,
question.
you can definitely do it. You've proved that you can be a championship winner.
Yep.
Well,
So
if Andy has 2 DNFs, I reckon I'm in contention. But if he has
Absolutely.
even
Yep.
one DNF, I think I'm not a factor. But yeah, if he has 2 DNFs, then I'd say I'm in contention. But realistically, I
Well,
think all Andy's got to do is just keep it out the fence. To be honest.
head down. That's all you got to do. Head down. I mean, he's just got to worry about the other cars around him and what he's doing. You just need to worry about what you're doing. So,
And I
yeah, from
think
there,
the
I
the
think,
other thing that we've got to worry out for is who and when is ERC Curtis going to get a full-time seat, because he is putting on a clinic in every night.
yeah,
He's
well, I mean,
he's won races in Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
yep. Well, we have 2 seats available for Sundays at the moment, with 2 drivers now losing their seats for not showing up. So, ERC Curtis, if you're listening, mate, there is a seat open for Sunday nights.
Is one of them at
And
Red Bull?
one of them is at Red Bull.
If
One of
you're
them
listening,
is at Red
Curtis,
Bull.
join me so I
Oh,
can try
actually,
and win the constructors.
No, no, it's not. No, that's my fault. It is not. One of them is
Okay.
at Mercedes, and the other one is at Williams.
Curtis has just given the thumbs up. Sounds good. Oh, he said Red Bull, but
No, it's not
yeah,
Red Bull.
it's not Red
It's
Bull.
not Red Bull. Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
this
never
that
mind.
that
It says
full-time
never mind.
full-time seat is there, and he's going to snap it up. So he's going to be one to watch come the end of this season. He's another one that can
Yeah.
steal wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
Your new teammate, your new teammate there, Car, is Drury Birch. So he had
Okay.
an unfortunate mishap
Okay.
tonight. So yeah. But look, guys, I think we're going to leave it there. It's been an absolute phenomenal race today. I've got to say, it has been very clean racing from what we've witnessed. Most of the DNS were driver error. So I think, guys, congratulations. It was an absolute blinder. And I want to also give a massive, massive special shout out to the Cub and to Unique Throne. They were laps and laps down, especially Unique Throne, who just had one of the roughest nights I think I've ever seen in his driving career. And he
They both stuck it
just
out.
put his
so
head down.
Credit
He
to
put his
both
head
of
down,
them.
stuck it out exactly, and
they've
finished
got
the race. They got points because of it.
Yeah, they've got, what was it, 12th and 13th, or 11th and 12th, something like that.
I think 11th and 12th.
Yeah,
something like that.
they've scored points for their constructors that will go
Yeah.
to the overalls. So yeah, credit to those boys for sticking it out.
Yeah, yeah, and it goes to show, guys, that if you stick in there, you'll get points for your constructors, and that's exactly what these 2 guys have done. So, again, credit where credit is due. Thank you guys for proving that you can stick it out, and something good will come of it. But lads, gentlemen, Scotty Mac, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you jumping into comms at the last moment.
Mate, thanks for having me. Much appreciated.
It's been fun. It's been very fun.
Mate, I'm
You're
just
welcome anytime.
throwing my hat in the ring. Maybe I'll get my own night
Always.
sometime.
I think you will.
Yeah,
Look, keep it up, man.
I don't
You'll
want to
definitely have a night.
kick anyone out of their seats, but I'm there waiting. I'll just pick. I'll be the wicket keeper. Or I'll pick up all the little scraps. So I did the same thing at OCA tonight. Cahoots, like I need a call out, and I was like, well, here's some practice. I can't complain. So
Yeah.
mate, it's awesome.
Oh, there you go. So just very quickly, Unique said he's lost his rear wing on lap 4.
Wow.
So
he's
like that just goes to show.
and especially in the wet to keep it, he's got round. So well done.
Yeah.
What a drive.
Uh,
Unfortunate, but he's done well to get round.
That's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is us for the night. So thank you very much for joining. Welcome. Join us again next week as we go live. Where are we? In Jeddah on Tuesday night for the sprint race. For the sprint race, I should say. Again, Wednesday night we are live in Jeddah. It is not a sprint race, and that will be starting bang on time. It doesn't matter if you're there or not. And then we go back to obviously our Sunday night race.
Sprint round.
Also at Jeddah Sprint Round. So guys, join in. Be there on Sunday nights. I'm going to, we'll see how it goes. I might keep that face cam going. We'll see. But thank you again for joining us, and farewell. Thank you very much.
Give us a little flex just to say goodbye.